Malam, halo.
Malam.
Thank you, Gilbert,
Yep.
for joining us tonight. Gilbert is our top 10 Mr. Supranational 2017, yeah.
Yep.
And then we're gonna share about what happened in the Supra family, and then how can Gilbert being the one and only sampai hari ini masih jadi satu-satunya yang masuk top 10.
Okay.
And then before that, we want to SAUFFI and AIMAN to introduce yourself again to Gilbert.
Okay.
Oh, no?
Okay, yes, SAUFFI.
Okay, I saw it. Okay. So hi, Gilbert. I'm SAUFFI
Hello.
here.
Sophie.
You can call me
Yes.
Selfie. Is your
Sophie.
Selfie?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 26, going to turn 27 soon.
Okay.
I'm working in a what do you call it? Accounting and also audit firm. So I have 3 cats, and yeah, my hobbies is just gym, normal, typical guy would do, and yeah, and play with my cats when I'm at home. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sophie.
No problem.
And then AIMAN.
Okay. Hi, Gilbert. My
Hello.
name is AIMAN. Can just call me AIMAN. I'm 24 last April, so this year I'm 24. I'm working currently as a trainer at my own gym, also the head trainer, and the same as Sophie. My hobbies is just lifting heavy weights and working out. And I like adventuring, like trying out new things.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, Gilbert, can you introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. First of all, I want to say thank you, Pageant Empire, Mas Irwansyah, and everyone here for having me and for sharing with me. Okay. First of all, I'm Gilbert. Right now, I'm 32. Okay, it's so old. Yeah. Right now, I'm 32, and right now I'm living in Bogor, one of the city in Indonesia. And my job is I'm handling business fitness industry. You know, like gym and club for sport. And then I was Mr. Supranational Indonesia 2017 and get the top 10 Mr. Supranational 2010. Yeah.
Okay,
So
Gilbert.
Okay.
Kenapa pada saat itu mau join? Why you want to join Mr. Supranational and represent our country?
Okay. Actually, before Mr. Supranational 2017, my national director told me about we had two pageant, you know, Mr. Supranational and Mr. World at that time. But I choose Mr. Supranational. Why? Because I look the proposal from Gerard, the owner, I think, yeah. The owner about the owner of Mr. Supranational. So I look with the detail, all the details, and I thought at that time this is my place, you know, because before Mr. Supranational, actually I was joining in Mr. Universal Ambassador. So in 1 year I was joining to international pageant. You know, first of all in Mr. Universal Ambassador in Makassar, and then after that in Poland, in Krakow and Warsaw, Poland and Slovakia. I think the same place like you guys later, you know. So if people ask why, because the time, this is my thing, because Supranational is all about entertaining, and I'm working in entertaining since 2012 as a model, as a public figure, and then as a commercial talent. So this what I thought is that time is just this is my place, rather than Mr. World, you know. So that's why I'm trying to choose Mr. Supranational 2017.
Okay. So during your quarantine in Mr. Supranational 2017,
Okay.
Bisa cerita nggak perjalanan kamu selama karantina?
Okay. Actually, before during quarantine, I had a lot of problem. I had a lot of pressure in the you know, in the Changi airport. You know, at that time, I'm the one and only from Indonesian go to Poland by myself, just myself, you know, and I brought like 4 big
Luggage?
suitcase, yeah, luggage, like really big. I mean, you know, and then 1 small luggage I take care of my hand. And then in Changi, you know, in your country, SAUFFI, in Changi, I left my luggage, you know, in Changi, and I realized when I'm when I in Poland and Krakow, it's about 16 hours after, you know. So that was my really bad story, and that was my really bad experience, you know. But I have 2 choice. First, I tell to the all pageant lovers, and then in social media, like my national director said. And then second, I keep by myself, and I handle by myself, because this is my desire, this is my goals, you know. So I choose the second choice, you know. I know that was my big problem, because all my suitcase, all my the important tools, you know, in my luggage, and then still in the Singapore or still in Changi, and they can bring the suitcase 4 days from that time. So that was my big problem, and nobody knows at that time, you know. And then in quarantine, I met a lot of people. I met so many misters from 46. My years is 46 misters from any country. So some of them is so nice to me. Some of them is so kind to me, because they borrow their suitcase to me, because it's so cold, you know. I mean, like really cold. You never imagine how cold that is. So prepare your winter suit, seriously, because we are ASEAN, right? We cannot you know, take a cold weather. It's really cold. In the afternoon, they had -2, yeah, -2 degrees, and then in the night, -11 until 10 until 11. So this is so cold and so windy. That's the problem, the wind, you know. So actually, Supranational is my best experience in my whole life, you know.
So do you have any problem with food? I mean, we are in Asia.
I have problems with 3 things, you know, when I'm in Poland. First, it's weather. You know, like I said, it's so cold. It's really cold. You know, prepare your everything for everything. You know, it's just so cold. And then second is food, because so different. You know, when I'm in Singapore, when I'm in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, we have similar food, right? In Poland, it's so totally different. You know, totally different. And then the first is weather, second is food, and the third is my problem is the time. So different. We just have 1-2 hours different. But when I get there, our sleep time is their work time. You know, so different. So really prepare yourself. It's not just your physical, but more than that, it's mentality. That's the pointing, you know.
So as the Asian, so we need to prepare about the time, and then the food, and then the weather.
Yes.
Right. I don't think so that during this August it's gonna be cold like on your quarantine.
November.
During your quarantine is during October or November, something like that.
November,
It's
December.
November. Okay, it's almost Christmas, right? So
Yep.
I think it's not too cold like in
I think
Gilbert,
this year is better.
yeah. So Gilbert, do you have any tricks during quarantine to the organization look up to you?
Okay. What I'm thinking for the first time when I was in Poland is, it's just my goals, because I'm dreaming about it like 9 years at the time, because I was joining pageant at 2008, from 2008 until 2017 at the time. So this is my dream. So I just do my best, not just for myself, for my country and my organization who sent me in Supranational. So the trick is just be yourself. Just be yourself. Don't too much like some people and some misters is try too hard for looking at Gerard, at the judges, at every people who competent to who has ability to vote you or everything. Just be yourself, and then think about you. We are so long, and we are so far from our home, and then this is the first time, and then I think the last time, first time ever and the last time ever. You cannot get that experience anymore, so just be yourself and do your best, and prepare mentally more than physically. That's what I suggest to you guys.
Okay, and then we're talking about the grand final night. You
Okay.
guys, the grand final, it's after the Miss, right? Miss Supranational first, and then
Yes.
okay,
One day before, one day after.
okay. What you want to say about the grand final night? I mean, they are really entertain us
Yes.
because I mean, very good for the grand final. So, what is
Really
your thought?
Yeah. So at the grand final night, it was I cannot imagine before. The stage is so huge. The stage is so like a grand concert, and then all the crew is so professional, and then all the team behind the stage, it's so really so quick, and so you cannot be lazy at there. At that time you cannot be lazy, and then and I had also my problem in grand final night. Maybe you guys know about the 4Ds. 4D, it's like what I call it, 4D. Apa ya 4D ya waktu itu ya? Kayak semacam apa ya? It's a vote for get Mr. 4Ds. So before team in Supranational said 4Ds makes you get a top 10. Who's the winner is makes the time at the top 10, right? And then one day after or in the last one day
Rehearsal?
after,
The last rehearsal?
one day at the last rehearsal, they said it doesn't change anymore. So even you winning 40, it's not makes you get top 10. That makes me like down again and again. 10 days over there, every days I heard so many things negativity about me, because I'm the first time representative. Indonesia is the first time, so it's not easy for me. When the last time rehearsal, when he told me like the best for this is not makes you to top 10, but yeah, so I just okay, this is my thing. I think if I get to top 25, it's also better. It's also better because when you see all the misters, it's all perfect. I have wife and I'm normal, but all the misters, it's really good for the physically, for the entertaining, everything. Mr. Supranational, I think one of the best looking. One of the best looking.
One of the best male pageant, right?
Yeah, male pageant with Mr. Word, I think. But for look, like all the misters is so perfect. All the mister is from top and then bottom. so perfect. You know, so
Okay.
this is the time is so.
Okay, Gilbert. So, do you suggest to Aiman and SAUFFI to not check the comment during the quarantine?
Yeah,
The
of course.
comment in the social media?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't trying to
look up the
don't
comment,
trying
right?
to don't trying to any social media. Okay, just focus on your best time. Just focus on your quarantine. Just focus on your time. You know, because that is the one and only maybe you never get anymore.
Okay, so I think you need to focus, but in this time during COVID, you still need to check your social media and then update, right? So because your fans want to know about what happened with you in Poland. So Gilbert, basically, what is the Mr. Supranational best point, or what they looking for the winner?
As my experience and what I know, you know, they had three things for become Mr. Supranational. First is your body, and I already checked your Instagram, you guys Instagram. I think it's done. You know, you have a good body, you guys. So the second after body is how you walk. You know, it's all about walking. It's all about like modeling walking. So don't forget, this is not model. Okay, you are misters, not model. So don't trying to put your modeling walking in here. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. You know. So how to walk, how to have a good walk. Just enjoy every single step. You know, when you have a good body, just looking at the mirror, how you walk. Is it enjoy or not? And then third, how to smile in the camera when you walk, and in the judges, all the judges. Okay. So just three of this. Forget it about your speak. You know, forget it about your English probably, and then maybe your or anything. Because in my year, first the winner is from Venezuela and the Spain. They cannot talk English. Okay, they always talk in their language. Spain and Venezuela, and they have translator. You know, so Mr. Supranational, it doesn't think about. It's not the thing about, you know, how your brain with the talk. No, it's different, totally different. Just entertain. How you can entertain the judges. That's the point. Especially Gerard. That's the point.
Okay, but I think if you, I think you guys, Aiman and SAUFFI, is have a really good English, so that's a plus.
Okay,
During
of
your
course.
current time, because you can talk to
course.
all the all the contestants.
Yeah.
Well, Aiman and SAUFFI, do you have any question to Gilbert? Let's talk.
Yes,
You know, let's do it.
Okay, I'll ask Gilbert. Do you forget all your luggages in Changi? How many luggages?
Sorry, what?
How many luggages do you forget to bring back to Poland? To bring to Poland? Is it
4.
everything? Oh, all the 4. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I can talk everything because what I brought just about tools in the bedroom.
Yes, wow.
So basically, as a you know, as the Mister, you need to handle everything by yourself, right, Gilbert? So you need to focus, because I think it's Gilbert is have to change the airplane in Changi. You have to change your airplane or not?
No, still going, but my luggage just forgot in the Changi because they're late to put in my plane.
I see.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think your Changi airport at the time it have a problem, you know. I don't know, but that's the thing.
Okay.
But I think Changi is one of the best airport, SAUFFI.
Yeah. Probably because it's so tight, you know, the time is so tight, and then they forgot, or I don't know.
Okay, Aiman, do you have any question?
Yeah, Gilbert, I have so in Poland, when you're doing the Mr. Supranational, so like what is like one of the best, maybe the activities or like the experience that you are doing with the Supranational organization?
when we were in aquatic, aquatic, it's the biggest, I think, in Europe, the biggest like pool, but it's the worm pool in Poland. I forgot, in Poland or in Slovakia, because we had two countries, right? So when we were in aquatic, and this is like half day we just play it over there and then take a photo and then play again. It's all about playing, and this is so good because outside the weather is so cold, but inside the weather is so warm, I think that was my best experience while I'm in Poland.
Okay, do you have another question?
Gilbert, is the program really scheduled in a way? Is it very how do you say? Is it very packed? Yeah, is it very tight? Like each day?
Yep.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like
It's so tight,
rehearsal every.
Yeah, and you need to follow and listen carefully what they talk, because once you didn't listen, they just take out. One of my friend, I think just it's about 5 minutes late, and then they just goodbye in the hotel. Stay in hotel. So really carefully and really need to focus about the schedule.
How do you like find the time to work out there? Like how do you maintain your body there?
For workout?
Yeah.
It's before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m. It's up to you. Yeah, this is like free time. It's like before 8 a.m., like before breakfast, or after 10 p.m. You have time for workout, half hour, 1 hour, up to you.
Okay. Aiman, Sophie, do you have another question?
Yeah, who's your roommate?
My roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have two roommates in the two different places because we changed, right? And first my roommate is from China, Mr. China, and then the second team is Canada, Mr. Canada. So I also become a translator from Mr. China because they cannot talk English at all. They just talk in Chinese.
So regarding the food, Gilbert, so it's like what's like, is it like what kind of food they are serving? Like how do you manage to consume?
Yes, this is very important, I think.
Gilbert. Yeah, right. It's all about veggies, and as you know, I don't like vegetables at all. So that was my problem, really problem. So it's all about vegetables, and when you talk about meat, they have meat, but not cow, not like pig. Probably it's just deer. Deer.
Yes.
Like meat deer, and then it's little hard to eat, and then beans. So just vegetables, bread, beans, and meat is deer meat. Okay, not chicken, not beef, and not pig. It's deer.
So I think Sophie and Aiman, you need to bring rendang lah. You need to bring rendang or something.
Yeah.
Something like that, right? To eat.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Because I think they using the another option. It's because we have the Muslim contestant, right? They not eat pork. So I think Aiman and or Sophie, you can bring your own food. I think rendang is the best lah for during 10 days, I think, or sambal.
Yeah. So, they have no sambals. Okay, they have no sambals. So it's little plain for us.
You need to bring your own sambal, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
So you can share with Oki from Indonesia too. I think Oki bring some rendang or sambal. Okay, Gilbert, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is the when we talk about pageant, right? So they have a plus and a minus about the
Yep.
pageant. So
Yep.
I just want to know about what is the, that make you surprised that happened in your quarantine. That Henny have the racist issue, I think. I mean, this is a pageant empire team. You need to cut, right? But SAUFFI and AIMAN need to know about this pageant more, I think.
Actually, I don't know. It's they talk about we talk about races or no, but I feel, when I was there, I feel, ASEAN, or they don't even know where is Indonesia, so it's totally different. That's why in ASEAN, all my friends in ASEAN, it's they already had pressure first, and then it's so bad. The point is so bad. I think just me still ongoing, because that what, like what I said, I'm here because this is my desire, my goals, and this is what I dream of, so it makes me still ongoing in pageant. But if you talk about races, it's still have,
it's depend on people, right?
Especially we are so far away from their country. We're not talking about Philippines, we're not talking about Singapore, it's close from us, they know about us. We are talking about Poland. It's Europe, right? It's Europe. Almost in America, or where? I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 23 hours from my country. 23 hours.
Gilbert, so what is the plus thing about the Mr. Supranational? In my mind, I think the production during the final night is super good. So what is your thought?
Yeah, that was I thought also. The production, the team, about the media, the crew, it's so professional. They're so professional. It's all about entertaining. So you cannot I call it like shy, like just malu-malu. You cannot like that. You just just bring up what you're in your heart, in your mind. Just be yourself. When they talk about dance, just dance. Because there's so many dance over there. Walking, dance. That's it.
So
because deep interview, when we talk about deep interview, they don't have deep interview actually in my year. Our deep interview just 5 minutes, and the question just, who are you? That's it. So it's not about you explain how good you explain yourself. No, it's about you can dance, you can sing, you can dance, and then you can walk. That's it.
Okay. So basically, AIMAN and SAUFFI, you need to improve your confidence, right? So because this is the very first time your country send delegates to Mr. Supranational, correct me? Yes. So
like I was before.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit hard, when you say or you represent your country for the very first time. So, AIMAN, SAUFFI, you have another question for Gilbert?
I have another question.
Yeah.
So, Gilbert, how do you because there's few contestants that don't really speak English well. So let's say, how do you communicate with them, or they bring their own translator like everywhere?
Can you more louder?
Sorry. Like how do you communicate with the contestants that don't really speak English well? Do they
with Google Translate?
Okay.
Yeah, like Mr. from especially from American island cannot speak English well, and then from China, of course, Thailand cannot speak Chinese well. So we have a Google Translator.
So you means the Latinos? I mean, like Peru, Venezuela, something like that.
Yeah,
cannot speak
Panama.
English. And Panama. Okay.
Peru, Venezuela, Spain, but Mexican have a good English, really good English. at my year. But another Latinos,
That's the winner, right, Gilbert? That's the winner.
No, Mexican. I think it's 6 or 5.
Oh, okay.
The winner is
So the winner
Venezuela.
is Venezuela.
Spain, Brazil, and then Brazil 4 is ini Michael Jado, the best buddy from Slovakia, and then 5 is Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you guys have a very good English, and we also Indonesia have a good speaker during this time. So what else that you want to know about this competition? What else? I mean, this year, how many weeks that in your time, Gilbert? The quarantine? How many weeks?
10 days.
3 weeks
10
or
days.
2 weeks? Oh, 10 days.
10
Okay.
days. Yeah, 10 days.
And also, this time is also 10 days. Sophie and Aiman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any tips, Gilbert, for them? I mean, for Aiman and Sophie.
Just remember that this is the first time for your country, so enjoy every single minute, not just every single day. Every single minute, and forget about negative people, forget about negative comment, because they never in front of you. People talk about you in negativity because they behind you. Okay, so just forget about them. Just look at the every single minute when you're in quarantine, because trust me, you never get back that time anymore, even 5-10 years after. That was my best experience in country.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Aiman and Sophie will be departing on next week
On 11. Yeah.
Wednesday.
on
Yeah.
11.
In the same plane
Okay.
or in the same flight?
We will meet each other at Doha, at Qatar.
Oh, so you're in Singapore first and Doha.
Yes, correct.
Oh, you're going
Okay.
to Poland by Qatar?
Qatar.
Yeah, Qatar
Okay.
Airlines.
Yeah,
Okay.
Qatar, Doha. Okay.
So from the 50 to 100 scale, what is your percentage until now, Aiman and Sophie? The
Sorry?
preparation?
Oh.
70?
I think to me it's 70% because
Yeah.
we cannot gym. That's just for
Okay,
me.
yeah.
So everything is
Yeah.
like saggy.
Is
So yeah,
because
other than that, it should be fine.
because we are in lockdown again, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you, doctor?
Okay, good.
Good ya. Kita we almost hour.
Udah hampir selesai. Jadi enggak, tadi saya di sini, teman saya di sebelah sana. Jadi kita sudah bawa sambal,
Bawa rendang nggak dokter?
rendang. Oki harus bawa, kena rendang bukan asli, bukan Singapura dan Malaysia. Rendang aslinya Padang. Jadi
I think Aiman harus bawa lah itu rendang.
kita bawa asam pedas, tempoyak, ya banyak lagi lah. Ada banyak yang kita
Noodles
bawa.
ya, mie instant noodles ya.
Nah, Indomie, patutnya Indonesia bawa Indomie. Nanti kita minta Oki Indomie lah.
Okay,
in this year you're so lucky, because you have a close friend like Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand. In my time, ASEAN just 2 people, so
only you in the Philippines.
Only me in
Enggak lah.
Philippines, right?
Tahun kamu kan Myanmar.
Huh?
Tuan Luin.
Oh yeah, me, Myanmar and Philippines.
Tuan Luin kan dia National Director Miss Earth. Saya kenal baik dengan Tuan Luin.
Yeah. So, even Philippines, he was late, I think 2 days after start.
Filipin tahun kamu siapa? Yves Campos kan?
Youth Campus, right?
Saya ketemu dia di Myanmar waktu Tourism Culture Universe. Dia kan juara Tourism Culture Universe.
Oh,
Ya, jadi kenakan saya National Director untuk tourism
You are
culture in
the one and only Asian in the top 10, Gilbert?
ASEAN.
You are
Asian
the
with
only
India.
Oh, with India, okay.
Yeah,
You and India.
India.
So
Top 10.
this year the contestant is only 35, right? 30
Oh,
something.
35.
Yeah.
So
So you guys have better change.
yeah.
karena banyak yang nggak bisa datang.
Yeah.
Laos udah dipilih tapi nggak bisa datang.
Ya,
Banyak
ya,
negara
ya.
yang nggak bisa datang.
Yeah.
Jadi mereka datang tahun depan.
Okay. Yeah. In my
Okay.
time, 46, so many.
Tommy masuk balik.
Oke. Mungkin Mas Tommy bisa di-mute dulu, Mas Tommy. Karena kita sedang interview dan direkam.
Dia nggak tahu dia termasuk ke dalam.
Okay. Our pageant Empire team, do you have any question? Do you have any question for Gilbert or Aiman and Sophie? Because we still have time, I think. Mas Irwan dan Yuta?
If you don't have, I have question for they both.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Gilbert. Go ahead.
I got a question for Gilbert.
Okay.
Gilbert, when you got your result for the you're in top 10, were you being asked a question or anything?
Sorry,
Is there
what?
Do you
Is
have
there
any
any question
interview in the
Is any
top 10?
question
Yeah.
for top 10?
Ada Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A,
Q&A
yeah,
apa?
correct.
Q&A-nya
Yeah,
apa?
we have.
Oh, you.
Yeah, but for is Q&A in top 10, it's just for fun. You cannot take seriously all the answer. So for example, like which one do you like, sugar or salt, for example, and then you cannot say like sugar because it's calories blah 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 in seriously. You cannot answer like that. You just say like sugar because you like sugar. For me, like something like that. So it's all about entertaining. So you cannot take seriously every single question. That's they talk about to us in top 10. Just entertaining yourself in front of the camera, in front of the judges.
Okay. So they got preamble.
Okay, what is your question, Gilbert, for Aiman and Sophie?
Okay, my question is for you guys. What is your purpose in pageant, especially in Mr. Supranational 2017?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Okay.
Aiman first. I think you're ready.
Okay,
Then
let's
Sophie.
rehearsal like you are in the top 5. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
with Mr. Malaysia.
Okay. My purpose for joining this pageant as Mr. Supranational for this 2021, as you can see, I have somewhat very obvious disabilities. So I'm blinded with my left eye. So I can only see with my right eye, only one-sided, and I've been facing this for more than 10 years. Because now I'm 24, I've been facing this from I was 9, 10 years old. So it's been like 13, 14 years. And what I would like to, you can say, influence more people who have like disabilities, who have their maybe physically, maybe mentally, to just express themselves out there, to be more confident in themselves, to strive higher, to go big, just achieve your goals. You can dream big. There's nothing wrong about it as long as you work for it and then you get a result. Just work hard and then you get it. So I'm one example for this kind of people. So I would like to say my friends, which I call them warriors in a way, because they are fighting for. I guess I can say we're fighting a bit harder than most people because of our disabilities to like make ourselves be like more normal, more like just normal people. So that's one of my purpose, just to spread awareness about and gain more people to just be more confident. Someone with disabilities like me.
Okay, thank you, Aiman. Okay, SAUFFI, your turn.
Go ahead, SAUFFI.
Question or just kidding. Okay, so for me, it's just I let those who are also like mine is more to bullying from young, and so I guess I want to be there for them that know that I have been what you guys gone through before, and a lot of them is like come from a bad family background in a way whereby they don't have both of their parents' support, which is that's what I'm experienced before also. So it's like for me, I'm a voice for them so that they can look up to and feel like there's hope in everyday life that even though they get bullied and they can't tell their parents, at least there's someone who already gone through that phase. That phase is already there and is a public figure to inspire the young ones and also sort of like develop their this youth development so that they are how do I say it? So they'll be more positive and also they don't feel inferior. So it's like they'll be more positive and have more courage to stand up for themselves. Yeah, I think it's important to have a voice for them.
Okay, okay. And I have suggest for you guys. And at top time, you cannot talk too long because they just 30 seconds for your answer. Okay, so make sure your answer is first so entertain, and then second have value for others. You know, that's the point.
I mean, I think when Gilbert say you need to entertain them, it's you just be yourself and then you enjoy the moment and relax. That's the point.
Yeah.
You know, when you get a nervous, I think nervous is very, normal. It's very normal. But to enjoy that moment and relax, I think everything will be great.
Yeah.
Right. So
in grand final, do you have audience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have audience in grand final?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because we have to buy tickets. Never mind, doesn't
Okay,
apply to you.
So same. Yeah, because in my year, we have 1,000 people. I think more than 1,000 in front of us.
No, we cannot do 1,000.
Yeah.
During this pandemic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think cannot be 1,000, right? I think just half.
Yeah. But I think Poland is one of the best country in Europe who can handle COVID-19. So yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be
zone over there.
Yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be great production during the final night, and
I think
just
so.
enjoy Aiman and SAUFFI. So do you have anything else to talk tonight, Aiman and SAUFFI? Because this is your time to talk to Gilbert, and you have many things to to note before the quarantine next week.
Gilbert, I'm sure you feel very pressurized at that point, right? How do you like try to have a wall or something? You just forget about all those pressure, just don't care. How do you get what I mean? How do you overcome it?
Yeah. Because what I thought at that time until right now is I'm just living for give an impact, for others. I don't care about what people say. It's just about me and my God and my family. So what I do right now is all about the the kindness, all about the truth, all about the faith. So I don't care about people, especially negative people, because I know they behind me. I don't want to talk people who behind me. I just talk people who beside me and in front of me to makes me better every day.
So yeah, Aiman.
No, I was wondering, okay, because just now you were talking about being entertaining or like be yourself. So in a very like top 10 position, so how do you find ways or tricks to maintain at a calm level and just be yourself? Because I'm very sure it's very overwhelming in a way.
Okay. So what I thought about entertaining, it's all about you enjoy yourself. You enjoy yourself. So when they talk about you need to walk in the swimming pants, you know. You just walk in swimming pants, yeah, and then just enjoy your walk, and just imagine you're in the beach, you know. Not just for don't forget you're in the beach, not in front of the judges. That's the point, you know, because at that time I think correct me if I'm wrong, I'm the winner of swimming wear, you know. So if my tips is just I was trying to imagine I'm in the beach, you know, and people not look at me, I look at them, you know. So that's my tips when I say entertaining, you know. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy your walk. Don't try to be a model in there, because you're not a model. You're a mister, you know. You're a mister. So walk with elegant but still smile, and then with confidence, you know. That's the tips: elegant, smile, and confidence. That's it.
So I think this year they changed to boxer, right? Not a swimwear or something. Correct
I don't know.
me?
Boxer.
It's a boxer, right?
Do you have swimwear competition?
I don't know.
It's a broad shorts. Broad shorts.
Yeah, shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, because swimwear competition, they look at two winners: best body and best swimwear. You know, best body and best walk swimwear. At that time, best body is from Slovakia, and best swimwear, I think me. I think. If I'm not forget.
So at this time, they still have a vote, right, for going to the top 20 vote or for the top 10.
We don't know.
What they said is top 10 in 4D, right? But one day before at the grand final, they said it doesn't matter the vote. So I think it's just marketing. It's just, you know, it's just selling. I don't know about it, because for example, in my time, like Nina, you know, Karina Naidila in Miss Supranational, they winner also vote. So we both winner 4D, but Nina just 25 and I'm going to top 10. You know.
Okay, so I want to ask to you, Gilbert. How about the sport challenge?
They said not sport. They said extreme sport challenge. Why?
Okay.
Because you're going outside with just one clothes. They just give you permission for one clothes, not more than one clothes. So when you feel cold, when you feel freeze, just back to the bus and then stay at there. I think 2 or 3 misters cannot take the extreme sport. It just, you know, bring the big. It's every single things in wood, you know, in wood, everything. You know, you through the river, you follow the step everywhere. It's like 1 hour, I think 1 hour or 2 hours outside. So prepare your body in cold. But I think, yeah, you're right, Mr. Mastedi. In August, I think it's not that cold, you know.
Yeah.
So extreme sport, it's like one of the biggest point also, extreme sport.
Okay. So at that moment, at your time, you finished the challenge, Gilbert?
Finish.
Okay.
Finish. Yeah. I think half misters finish. Half misters.
Okay. So just take the notes, Aiman and SAUFFI, because this extreme sport challenge is one of the important challenge, right, Gilbert?
Yeah. Why they call it extreme? Because the weather, and you just get one coach for the challenge. When you say like you're to freeze, just back at the bus, and then you get 0 point.
Okay.
That's my year. I don't know this year. I think same.
Wow. So guys, you need to look up about the sport competition, right?
Yeah. That's why I talk to anyone, you know, Mr. Supranational, they just find real mister. You know what I mean? Real. You cannot take every single things when you're not real, you know, because it's so extreme. In extreme sport, in the any you know, competition. Yeah, they can, because they know how they work.
Gilbert,
Yep.
Is that true that many people say that in supranational, Miss or Mister, everyone there is is a spy. So I mean, like they can be a judge too.
Yeah.
Everyone in there. I mean, like
Right.
makeup artist, something like that.
Right. Every crew just makes yourself be yourself in every single crew. Don't trying to take any like any negative change, anything in front of them, because the crew like makeup artists in the hair dryer, anything, it's become a judge to Gerard. The thing is Gerard. Last decision maker is from Gerard.
Yeah, because I think, in my opinion, from the 2017, right, or from the very first time, Mr. Supranational, they have a very good winner. Correct me.
Yeah.
With a good body too, right?
Yeah. You mean 2017 is from my.
No,
year?
every years the winner from the every years.
Yeah, before 2006 is the first ever Mr. Supranational is Diego Garcia. It's from
Diego
Mexico.
Garcia. Okay.
Mexico, yeah. Diego Garcia. And then after that, my year. Yeah.
Okay. So what else, Aiman and Sophie? We already talk about food. That's the important one. We already talk about the weather. We already talk about they have any talent competition in the Supra, Mister?
No.
Have, but not compulsory. Enggak wajib.
No.
Optional.
I don't know.
Optional.
That's optional.
Year, my year they don't have any talent challenge. You just need to dance. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, dance. It's all about dance for rehearsal. Dance and then walk.
Okay. So how long the different time between the Poland and I think we are Malaysian and Singaporeans only different 1 hour and
Right.
it's 7, right? 7 hours, right?
5 hours. Around there lah.
Around 5.
I think 6 or 7 hours in our
Yeah,
time.
because diorang waktu Indonesia Barat.
From
Yeah.
Indonesia, from
6 atau 7.
Indonesia, I think 12.
Oh, really?
In November, December is 12.
Okay.
Oh, maybe daylight saving time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dokter, you wanna ask something to
Ya,
Gilbert?
saya mau tanya soalan. Jadi
Apa,
waktu
Dok?
tahun kamu bisa kelihatan nggak siapa yang mau dijuarakan waktu itu?
Nggak tahu kalau orang lain, tapi kalau saya bisa lihat. Dan prediksi saya 3 besar, benar-benar 3 besar.
Jadi
It's
bagaimana
really
kamu
victory, my
tahu
prediction.
mereka itu yang akan juara? Apa yang kelihatan?
Ya, karena mungkin saya dari 2008 ya ikut pageant. Jadi udah tau lah ini gini.
Yeah.
Because for me pageant is not about who's the best win. Just remember, not about who's the best win. Every single pageant, it's about who's the chosen one. So bukan tentang yang terbaik, tapi yang terpilih. Jadi buat saya, waktu saya pertama kali ke sana, saya tahu bahwa 3 orang ini pasti di top 3. Jadi Spain, awalnya saya kira Spain nomor 1. Jadi Spain, and then Venezuela, and then Brazil. But I was wrong, a little wrong. So Venezuela, Spain, and then Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's very normal to you have your own favorite, right? But don't forget to to push yourself on a good way to be the best of yourself to represent your country.
Yeah.
And then Mas Irwan, do you have any question?
Tidur.
Ya,
Oh,
Kata
baru
dokter udah
masuk
saya
dia.
nanya juga nih.
Kata dokter udah tidur.
Udah tidur, baru masuk, dia baru bangun rupanya.
Oke.
Mas, kita udah selesai, Mas. Ya, udah mau lap mejanya.
Oke. Aku cuma nanya sama Gilbert aja sih.
Ya, Mas Irwan.
Gimana bisa tenang gitu kan selama karantina dan fokus, karena kan beda tahun sama sekarang itu beda regulasinya, beda kompetisinya juga, beda pressernya. Nanti yang datang ini kan dua negara yang baru debut nih, Singapura sama Malaysia. Gimana?
Ya, mungkin hampir sama kali ya, sama kayak waktu kan pertama kali 2017 juga saya yang pertama kali ya. Jadi mungkin yang kita rasain sama nih. Jadi gimana caranya bisa fokus di tengah banyaknya kendala, mungkin bukan hanya banyak ya, sangat banyak kendala saya, dari mulai cuaca dan segala macam, dari mulai luggage, dari mulai pressure, dari mulai negatif komen di Facebook, di Instagram. Tapi yang saya fokuskan adalah ya mungkin pada saat itu umur saya 28, jadi tingkat kematangan saya menerima masalah mungkin juga sudah cukup dewasa, sehingga saya nggak berpikir tentang masalah. Yang saya pikirkan adalah bagaimana saya bisa melewati setiap harinya, setiap jamnya, dan yang terpenting adalah saya menikmati, itu aja sih, menikmati setiap momen atau setiap sesi yang diberikan oleh Mr. Supranational ke saya, karena saya tahu hal inilah yang diimpikannya laki-laki Indonesia untuk menjadi Mr. Supranational. So itu yang saya pikirkan sehingga membuat saya tenang, dan saya yakin apapun yang saya lakukan, kalaupun itu unplaced, pada saat itu saya berpikir, saya ngerasa saya udah ngelakuin yang terbaik, biarpun itu negatif atau apapun, saya nggak peduli, karena buat saya orang yang ngomong tuh belum bisa lebih dari saya. Itu sih.
Okay, gitu. Gilbert, do you think that the Supranational crew have a special treatment to the other contestant, the strongest contestant,
Yes, of course. Yes, it's so just subjective, it's so
Very
subjective.
honest.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to tell you honest answer. I don't like like bohong-bohong. I don't like it,
because this is just between us, right?
Yes,
between us. So.
Yes. Yeah, of course. In the first day, I really know, and I saw it by myself. Like the handsome one. We call the handsome one. Not just one people, two people, three people, maybe five. Have a special treatment for crew, for the judges, for the. I knew it. But I don't care. That time I don't really care. Because I knew this is my dreams in here.
Yeah, that's a very good point, I think, Aiman and SAUFFI. So I think that will be happen again, I think. But you need, just, don't care. Just be yourself. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares
just
that
enjoy,
they look out for the handsome one or that, don't care. Just be yourself. Yeah. Because me personally, I think we are Serumpun will be in the top 20.
Yeah, I think so for this year. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any question, guys?
Saya mau tanya lagi.
Okay.
Yang 5 besar itu, mereka bawa orang tua mereka nggak untuk datang waktu itu?
Venezuela, saya nggak tahu itu orang tuanya, tapi supporter ada. 5-5-nya ada. Ini Brazil ada. Brazil dia bawa orang tuanya sama kakaknya.
Okay.
Gitu. Kalau yang nomor 4 ada supporternya, nomor 5 ada supporternya. Pokoknya di top 10 yang supporternya hanya 4 orang cuma saya. Begitu Indonesia yang teriak cuma 4. Gandhi, Mas Edin, Nina, sama temannya Gandhi 1 atau 2 orang. Udah, itu aja.
Ya, tahun ini saya seorang aja untuk Singapura dengan Malaysia, 2 negara 1 aja saya.
Oh iya.
Jangan
don't forget the flag.
Bendera ini lepas itu bendera.
Tapi saran aja ya buat dokter, karena supporternya nggak ada, mungkin nanti bisa live speaker kenceng, kita bisa teriak dari sini.
Semoga signalnya bagus, and don't forget Irwan, ini finalnya di Indonesia jam 2 malam. Jam 2, jam 3 malam.
Oke.
Right?
Semoga pada begadang ya, atau jangan-jangan pada tidur semua.
Nah, tapi kita begadang, Pak.
Bentar, tanggal berapa sih finalnya?
22.
Oh, 22 August. So it means like 21 night or 23 morning.
I think 23.
23. Okay.
I think 23 in the morning. 23 in the morning for us.
Okay.
Also, the Miss Supranational is 22 in the morning.
Okay.
for us in the Southeast Asia. So yeah, hopefully that you guys prepare well.
Yeah.
And
Saya mau tanya lagi.
okay,
Boleh,
dokter.
silakan, dokter.
Waktu kamu Karina, saya ketemu Karina 2018. Dia datang
Oke.
waktu Gandhi mewakili Indonesia.
Oke.
Untuk Putri Indonesia pada 2017, Pak Mega datang nggak?
Kalau nggak salah datang sama Mas Edin soalnya ketemu. Kalau nggak salah ya. Tapi jujur saya nggak terlalu melihat. Datang ya. Kalau nggak salah datang. Tapi jujur saya nggak terlalu ngelihat audiens karena pada saat itu apa ya, otak saya udahlah ini udah one last time, you know, in the grand final, this is one last time, and then we have to do so well. You know?
Okay.
Ya.
Ada lagi dokter?
Nggak, karena ada kalanya kalau national director-nya nggak datang, mereka nggak dapat placing. Ada yang pageant karena ya nggak ada national director, ya udah. Ya kayak.
Ya kalau nggak salah H-1 itu ada rapat national director.
Meeting ya.
Ya.
Ya benar-benar.
Jadi,
kita semua national director ada meeting sebelum.
Oke.
sebelum acara.
Jadi untuk ngasih tauin apa poin-poin apa aja yang bakal gini gitu supaya nggak ada miss nanti.
Oke. Ada lagi dokter?
Enggak.
SAUFFI, AIMAN, do you have any question?
I
Yeah,
have.
Okay, AIMAN.
AIMAN.
Alright, sorry, Sophie. Just a fun question. So from this sharing session, so for Gilbert, do you think that I myself and SAUFFI have the potential to, who knows, to get top 10 just for fun?
Okay, so this is top 25, top 20, or what is the first top?
Top 20 first.
Top 20.
Yeah, just for fun.
Okay, I think for the top 20, you have with Indonesia. Okay, with Indonesia, you guys have a big change for me. Okay, for top 20, but top 10, my honest review depends on how you enjoy when you walk. That's the problem, you know, because there's no people, there's so many people, so you know, so too fast or too slow when they walk, you know. Don't forget, when you walk, still smile, you know, still cool, still elegant, and look at the judges, you know. And if you think it's necessary, just wing at the judges or the MC ceremony, everything, entertain things, you know.
And don't forget, guys, about luck. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own luck. So wishing you have that luck to going far in the final night, but just enjoy. I mean, that's the point. Okay, SAUFFI, what is your question?
Yeah, good. But what's the most very challenging thing you encounter where you are in Poland? The most challenging thing.
The most challenging is in-depth interview, you know, in-depth interview, because what I thought is, you know, like real deep interview, like so many questions, you know, and then we like this, like sharing session or anything. But the truth is just who are you in the 5 minutes. So this makes me hard to tell. I didn't prepare anything, you know, but just talking, you know. That's the most, I think, the most not fun things. But anyway, all about Supranational is it's fun thing.
But don't forget, they will take the notes from everyone. From the day one.
Yep.
So that's the normal from the pageant. So you need to be ready from the very.
Yeah, you have register when you sit in front of the crew, and then they ask about your profile, and then you give your password in every single thing. They note you, you know.
So in your moment, Gilbert, do you have any, you know, the delegates with the very bad attitude?
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Siapa?
Yes or no question or
don't say the country, but
okay.
you have at your
That's what I'm
right?
afraid. What? Bad attitudes, yes.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. And then go outside with the woman, you know, and then like like chit chat with the crew, you know, like falling in love with the crew, anything, you know, and then
Supra very particular.
just just always look at the phone when the session, you know, especially in rehearsal. Don't ever look at your phone when in rehearsal because the judges always knew it. You know, just put your phone away from you.
That's a very good point. AIMAN and SAUFFI, because
just focus on rehearsal.
Yeah, just focus on yourself too.
Yeah.
And do not make any contact with your phone. You know, during the rehearsal.
Yeah. Yeah. In a day, I think you have 2 or 3 hours for a break. You know, so just make sure 2 or 3 hours you contact everything you need in phone. But in other side, don't take your phone or don't take photo or anything.
I think dokter will be there, right? So nanti dokter bisa kasih tahu ya.
Saya fotografer, videografer.
Dari hari pertama ya?
Ya, dari hari pertama kemudian saya hantar semua ke Pageant Empire.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
Karena saya foto video banyak negara.
Yeah.
Saya sudah beritahu Irwan nggak bisa saya yang posting. Kok dari portal Singapura, Malaysia tentang negara-negara lain nggak bisa. Jadi saya antar semua ke Pageant Empire. Kalian yang
Nice. Thank you, dokter.
Berarti aman.
Nanti saya bantu cari siapa yang diva, saya videokan.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the inside or the gossip, right? Share with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aman.
Okay, I think we are in the last session. Gilbert, do you have any last thought to AIMAN and SAUFFI?
Okay, for AIMAN and SAUFFI, just don't forget, pageant is not about the best one. Okay, it's about the chosen one. So probably you are the chosen one, or AIMAN the chosen one, SAUFFI the chosen one, or anything, anyone the chosen one. It depends on the judges and depends on God. Okay, just do your best. You know, be yourself. Do your best and focus in every session, because this is, you know, you can never have like this thing ever again. You know, just enjoy every moment.
This is one in a lifetime. Okay.
Yeah, one in a lifetime.
So good luck, guys, from Pageant Empire.
Yeah, and I also want to say to you guys, good luck and may God bless you.
Amin. Gilbert, terima kasih ya. Thank you so much.
Sama-sama, Mas Teddy.
Thank you for your everything.
Terima kasih, Gilbert. Jangan lupa nanti bila bisa datang ke Singapura ya.
Pasti dong. Kita tetap kontak ya, dokter.